Hi, you guys. I am the Runway Travelista, you guys, and we are back with part 2, you guys, on the role that discipline has in total overall wellness and well-being, you guys. And we stopped on the discipline and professional lifestyle. Okay, so we're going to start there. And we did talk about how discipline is not about going to the corner or getting spanked or being punished. Discipline is a way of life that at any age. It's not about like a kid and like we're scolding our kids and disciplining them. Discipline is something that we need in our life, just on practically everything that we do, you guys. Okay, we need a discipline to eat right. We need a discipline to work out, to be physically fit. Okay, to do self-care, self-love, and those things. We need discipline to think positively. Okay, so these are some of the things that we talked about. We need discipline to believe in ourselves. Okay, so all of these things are discipline, you guys. We need discipline to set healthy boundaries. Okay, so everything plays a role with discipline, and that's why it's very crucial that we form a habit of that. Okay, just doing the right thing is something that is a discipline. Okay, holding dear to our core morals and values is a discipline. Okay, so we're saying that our life revolves around discipline, and what happens when we don't be disciplined? Okay, we fall into not meeting our goals. We fall in not being consistent. We fall into maybe getting into things that are not morally or that we should. Okay, so and we don't stand on our core beliefs. Okay, when we're not disciplined. Okay, so those are all things, but we're going to continue on, you guys. It says, let's not forget that the role of discipline in our professional lives, okay, which directly impact our well-being. Okay, and this is where we want to look at the most, whether we're pursuing a career, running a business, or working towards personal development goals. Okay, discipline is critical to success, and that's what we've been talking about in these before we got to this point. Developing discipline at work, be in meeting deadlines, okay, being on time, okay, showing up, okay, all of these things, okay, help us to be disciplined. Okay, we can't show up to work late. Okay, if we do, then what will happen? We're either going to lose our job, or we're going to get written up. Okay, or we're going to get, you know how they send those emails about insubordination or things like that. Okay, so that all of this, and what will that do? That's going to play on our mental. Okay, if we lose our job, that's going to stress us out because we don't have the money to pay our bills. Okay, so you understanding why discipline is such a critical role in our daily life. Okay, it really is. Okay, and it says, or managing time effectively ensures that we are productive, focused, and less stressed. Okay, and that's the goal. We want to be productive, we want to stay focused, and we want to not be stressed. Okay, so it says professional achievement brings a sense of purpose. Okay, it says accomplishment and fulfillment. These emotions are key contributors to our overall sense of well-being. Okay, a disciplined approach to our career can also help with work-life balance. Okay, and it says which further enhances both physical and mental health. Okay, you guys. So number 5, it says discipline as the foundation of total wellness. And I like to start on a lot of my topics, you guys. If you hear me, it's about total wellness and total well-being, not half wellness and half well-being. But if you see that everything that I mention, okay, positive attitude, believing in ourselves. These are things that I know that over time, I'm 51, that has played, that because in wellness, if we don't want to be sick, in other words, okay, and sick is not always physically sick. sick sometimes could be just mentally sick. We're mentally stressed. We're mentally drained. We're mentally fatigued. We mentally just got different things going on that, and those things in turn ails our body. Okay. And it can lead to physical breakdown. Okay. And that's why I say total wellness and well-being. If you hear me on a lot of my talks, I talk about that. Okay. It's big because we know that stress and anxiety, depression, all these things lead to the breakdown of our mental, our mind. And then from there, it goes down to our physical health. Okay. And we don't want that. We want everybody to be well and have total wellness and well-being. Okay. So it says, when we talk about total wellness, we're referring to the balance of physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. Okay. Spiritual, we sometimes we leave that out, but spiritual, being disciplined spiritually. And I'm not talking about religion or religious practices. I'm talking about the spiritual health, our spirit, because I subscribe to a total mind, body, spirit connection. Okay. It all plays hand in hand. And that spirit is our core values, our core morals, and our core beliefs. Okay. All right. So it says what connects these areas is the ability to take consistent action in each domain. Wellness isn't about perfection. Okay. Let me reiterate that, because this girl is not perfect. None of us are perfect. Okay, so we can give ourselves some grace, okay, because we're not perfect. These things are a blueprint to show, so we can meet our goals. We can achieve. We can move further and further in life. So that's why we have this. And I told you, I've told you guys that I like to have my format with the blueprint, but then also I combine that with my own personal experiences. Okay, you guys, because I feel like that you getting the facts for all my fact checkers, but then we are able to mesh that together along with personal experience. And that's why when I look at these, everything that they're saying here, okay, on our writings or Google or GPT, it is giving us the blueprint there, but it's something else to be knowing that, okay, these are things that I experience on a daily basis. Okay. And I'm very familiar with it. Okay. If that makes sense to everybody. Okay, so it says discipline allows us to set goals, track progress, and hold ourselves accountable. Okay, that's big, because a lot of times, in life, and I know a lot of us see it, and I'm not judging anybody. I'm just here to state the facts. A lot of us, we do, and myself included, in some areas, we're not living discipline. And let me say that so I can give you a prime example of that. I want to eat healthy and eat really, really disciplined and live a disciplined lifestyle with my nutrition. But do I always do it? No. Okay. So if that gives an example that we're not perfect with it. Okay. But we want to strive to hold ourselves accountable in these areas, because we know that discipline will shape us and it'll help us to get to meet our goals and to do those things that we set out to do. Okay. It says it fosters self-control and builds habits. Okay. And that's what we're talking about now. Self-control. Okay. Self-control and habits that become second nature over time. We don't even have to think about it, because it just comes natural, because we're doing it consistently and we're being disciplined with that thing. And it's things, you guys, I'm going to be very honest with you, that I feel like, okay, even though I might have been doing it, and if it wasn't in my core beliefs, going against my core beliefs, okay, that you could be doing it, but that don't mean it's right. It don't make it right. Okay. All right. Going after, if I said I wanted to really watch my weight and I'm going after that piece of chocolate or that cookie, okay. Okay. That don't make it right. Okay, you guys. So it says with discipline, however, we develop the strength to stay on course, even when circumstances are less than ideal. And we're going to stop here, you guys. And we were going to have a part 3. These things keep going, you guys, but we'll stop here and we will continue on with part 3.